Also, just like the right hand, the left hand has a secondary job, and that is to mute. Muting in this case means to use the inside of your finger, or sometimes the tip of your finger, any part of your finger that's necessary to stop the strings from ringing instead of holding down the frets so that they do ring. Kind of an opposite effect there. What happens a lot of times is when you hold down, for example, a big bar chord, you might want just these strings to ring and these not to ring up here. So what you might do is you might hold on to the bottom strings by pushing them hard enough, but then lean these fingers on the strings. Don't push so hard that they all ring, but push hard enough that it doesn't ring so that you only hear the ones you want ringing. This is also greatly used as a percussive effect. For example, you can lightly hold your fingers across all the strings and get what's called a ghost note, a rhythmic strum. You can do that with individual notes too. For example, you can hold on to just one note and then mute by curving my fingers slightly around. I can barely graze these two strings here, the B and the E, and I can also reach over with my thumb or with my other fingers so that I miss everything about the G string, but every other note on every other string is slightly muted out so that I can get all this until I push down on that A note and get so muting is a very, very subtle thing that can be very useful for both hands. In this case, what we're talking about though is how the left hand is supposed to be able to mute all of the strings, some of the strings, or just one of the strings.